Hello, hello. We're back with more Rimworld, and I hate to say it, but Tribalbros, Tribalbros, it's Joever. We've taken the Civpill. All right, we've become Civpilled. I did play some between recordings. As we can see, expanded things a little bit. We definitely cleaned up and expanded the workshop. Built an all new dining slash kind of rec room. We built a wood-fired crematorium. Excuse me, let me shut my office door there. We built a little prison. And we built a kind of master bedroom because we did get a joining wanderer, Takita, who is a very good cook, decent at construction, good animals skill, and she's got a decent interest in plants, so we assigned her to plants as well. We decided to start a second crop of cotton so that we will have a constant slow burn source of cloth. Built a cement press so that we can get concrete blocks. You essentially just put a stone chunk in there and it takes several days, but then in the end gives you a stone chunk. Or a, bruh, concrete blocks. Not brain rot. Brain rot moment. Also, we have a prisoner right now, Hicks, who is a quest prisoner. Active. Prisoner Hicks. Here we go. We accepted this quest to store this prisoner for a certain amount of time. We actually built this prison just to accept this quest. And then we're holding on to them for a little while. But we're Civpilling, man. We researched a few technologies. We're making better armor now. Let's see, Janus now he still has the simple chestplate on, but he has a Legionnaire helmet. And Magnus still has the Ravager helmet on, but he has a suit of steel Legionnaire armor. So we're definitely improving in that regard. Better armor. Kato still doesn't have any better weapons or armor, but she's kind of lower priority when it comes to armor because she's kind of our main ranged person at the moment. Oh yes, we also got a trade caravan that came by. We didn't do a whole lot of trading. We bought a couple things and we sold off a lot of the excess of our rice because we're producing so much dang rice now that it's far outpacing how much of it we're eating. Hence why the second crop is a cash crop. We're past basic subsistence now. All right, we've gotten past that hurdle. That's why we can afford to you know, work more on our infrastructure and how nice things are for our people and improving their daily lives rather than just having them forage for basic subsistence. Now, I did get complex clothing, so I could start making them some better clothes as well, but I'm gonna wait on that until we have at least the first crop of cotton harvested, because really the only materials we've got to make clothes out of at the moment is gonna be these little bits of bearskin, pigskin, light leather, and bird skin that we've got. We don't really have a whole lot of any of them. So we're gonna hold off on that. We did get our first small sculpture made. Let's go ahead and put that in the dining hall. Right by the door. Everybody can see and admire it. Somebody gonna put that up? There we go. There we go. Excellent, excellent. And we've got some bronze too. So how about we make a Make a small statue, but out of specifically bronze. We'll get started on that. Start making our place look a lot nicer. So we gave Magnus the double-bedded master bedroom because he did propose marriage to Kato. So once they're married, we'll move them into the same room together. Their ideology does not have free love. We ain't hippies, alright? We ain't a bunch of filthy hippies. Free love, spreading their diseases to each other. Disgusting. We ain't about it. Alright. Let's get this area cleaned up. So honestly, I think I might move the rec area with like the archery target and stuff to like down here. And use this for more building space. We'll see, we'll see. I can't really think of anything we absolutely just need to have more buildings for at the immediate right now. But one thing we definitely need to do. Let's find some more. I know we've got metric shit tons of sandstone chunks. We're gonna go ahead and mark a bunch of these to be hauled. And then on top of that, we're gonna give the stonecutter order to make a metric ton of sandstone bricks. Because we're trying to kind of phase out wood as our main building material and build most of our buildings out of stone. We did also repair up this building here. I forgot to claim all these walls from, the building we had just found and shored in with these wood walls. So the first thing we'll probably do is we'll probably replace these sections of wood wall with sandstone. There we go, they're getting hauled over there, and Kato is on it. She is truly our MVP here. Oh, why are you puking? Yeah, well, somebody will clean that up eventually. Alright, we've researched writing. Let's see here. What do we want to go for next? I don't want to rush through things. So let's look at the vanilla expanded. Monuments, artful display, nah. Nah. Yeah, we researched a lot of this stuff. And I think we're gonna continue with that. Go with Centurion armor. Like to get Magnus all decked out, since he does ranged and melee, but his main thing is to kind of just shoot a few at range, and then go into melee. Alright, let's see here. Group of 6 desperate refugees are approaching, consisting of Longinus. Didn't you stab Jesus, Cassius Longinus? Were you the one that stabbed our Lord and Savior with a spear? They offer to work and fight for free during that time. If you make them happy, some of them may offer to join you. Yeah, no, we're gonna pass. We're not a charity. And we don't have room. Oh, we got an eclipse. How neat. There is Kessler syndrome going on, but that doesn't affect us because, well, we're essentially a Iron Age level faction at this point. We don't have any use for shuttle travel, alright? Oh, excellent. Janus, can you go ahead and take those out real quick? Thank you. Concrete blocks. We can either use those, or we can hold on to them for next time a bulk goods trader comes along, and we can sell them off. Now, let's just go ahead and queue these up to be replaced. There we go. That'll give us back a little bit of wood. Not that we're in a super shortage of it right now. We got 1,150 wood. That's enough to keep our passive coolers refilled for a hot minute. But I'm always giving these cut plant orders around the edges of the base anyways, just because, you know, part of it's aesthetics, part of it's fire prevention. A trader, Takeda, who have accepted into our ranks, turns out to be an enemy agent from Black Seal. Well, we're gonna... She's really good, so, Magnus and Kato, try not to kill her. Oh, switch to melee. Why are you still using your ranged weapon? You should auto-switch, but... Alright. Undraft. Undraft. Capture. And then Janus, you're gonna have to treat her immediately, and then treat Magnus, because she's probably looking pretty messed up. Yep. Got beat up pretty good. Janus, go ahead and prioritize tending. And then Magnus just got some bruises. He did crack his humerus. So once he's done tending her, also, Augustina, can you haul all this stuff real quick? Haul that stuff back to where it goes. Thank you. Once he's tended her, he needs to tend Magnus as well. Oh yeah, he's got a few wounds to tend on her. I forgot about that. Well, good thing we built this prison. Good thing we built this prison for two. Well. She's got our ideologian still. So it should be not too bad for us to just, you know, recruit her. But we'll see. She's got to make it through her injuries first. Because she got cut up pretty good with a short spear. She got bruised up and she got cracked over the arm with a freaking bow and broke her arm, cracked her arm. And she got cut on the leg with a spear and an axe. She got cut on the other leg with a spear. And she got cut to the femur. Oof. For those who don't know, breaking a femur is like one of the most painful things a human being can experience. And, yeah, well, I mean, you deserve it, Takeda. On one hand, you deserve it. But on the other hand, you're a really good cook. And you have good construction skill, so we want to keep you. But if we do end up losing her, it's not the most massive loss in the world. However, we shall see. We shall see. Let's. Most of the group sleeping. We'll go ahead and speed through the night. We need to really have somebody prioritize hauling all that shit. Doesn't help that we got one colonist in prison and another one in bed healing. No, he didn't get messed up that bad. He's just got a bruise left. He'll get over it quick. He's a tough boy. He's our tough little boy. He can handle it. What colonist? Kato can gain expertise, but at what? Oop, wrong button. Shooting. Excellent. So we can take expertise in accuracy, expertise in aiming, or expertise in reloading. We're going to take accuracy. So now, when she gains shooting XP, she'll also gain sharpshooting XP, which it gives her a flat increase to accuracy in general. Alright, now the dining room is looking somewhat impressive, which is great. How are you? You're still real messed up. Nobody's cleaned up this puke yet. Priorities. We're calling that priorities. Okay. Yeah, you keep on that. Magnus, buddy, I'm gonna need you to get up and do some hauling. You just got a bruise, dude. You're good. You're good, Chief. You can handle getting up and doing some work, alright? We need it right now. We're kind of suffering from a little bit of a work shortage. Right, now cancel these ones. We're not cutting those. That's our cotton plants that aren't fully grown yet. Instead of my damn rice crops, I will click that hunt button. Okay, okay. The blood loss has gone away. But definitely still messed up pretty bad. Cloud watch. My brother and Dios, you need to haul. You need to haul things. Yeah, you're fully healed, dude. Come on. Back to work. Back to work. Everybody back to work. We're trying to build a civilization here. Y'all are just laxing. Y'all are just lazing about. No, sir. We do not have time for this. And Saturna's gonna have to make some more meals. Since, well, the better cook's in prison right now. Like we still, even though we're running a little low on meals, we still do have plenty of pemmican. We're running dangerously low on storage space here. I'm thinking this right here is gonna end up being another storage place, and we're gonna make this like our general storage. We'll make this just food storage. Just start a wall like right here, bump, 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 and I mean, or I could do it down here, but that's a lot farther away from the workshops. That's not really going to be that much more storage space. I mean, yeah, it is, but I like making big stockpile buildings. What can I say? But we'll just have to be a little more efficient. So let's go ahead and let's reinstall that archery target down here, and let's Reinstall the hoopstone ring here. Like, right here. And then, once they've moved those, we'll start putting down blueprints for our next warehouse building. Do I want to build it out of sandstone? I mean, I got plenty of it. And then we'll just go pack dirt floor for now on that. There we go. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Mad yak. Oh no. Is it actually heading up our way though? It looks like it. Alright. Finish building this little section of wall. Hurry up. Yep, and better get their asses over there, because the yaks are coming. The yaks are coming, Arthur. Okay, that didn't even phase it. That didn't even phase it. Alright, we got it. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright. Oh, we can't fast forward yet. Still too soon since we got attacked. There we go. Alright. Oh, lovely. Yeah, just botch the construction and then go to bed, jackass. Oh. But really, we've come a long way as a civilization. Considering we've been here about a season and a half. We've come a long way. We've gone from sleeping in teepees in the outdoors and living solely and like working in the ruins of an old building to having our own little village with stone buildings. We're smithing our own weapons and armor. We're quickly advancing in technology. Especially since we have an eccentric researcher here who specializes in researching and is quickly advancing our tech level. And the worst threats we've had so far was this mad yak and a oh, do we have a bill for butcher creature? We do now. We do now. Better get on that. I don't want that yak to rot. That's a lot of meat. Yeah, that's a lot of meat. So we're gonna put off the simple meals for now. You're gonna make a lot of pemmican. Oh, she's cooking a simple meal first, but next one will be pemmican. Right? You're making pemmican. Absolutely. There we go. Alright. Excellent, excellent. Alright, they're roofing in the new stockpile zone. Finishing up the floor and the last little bit of wall there. Excellent. So, now what we're going to do, we're going to create another stockpile zone here. And then we're gonna go no foods. No foods and no plant matter. And then for this one, we're going to click off everything but everything but foods and plant matter. And we'll keep drinks in here as well. Did we get the pack dirt in the doorways there? Yes. Alright, excellent. Oh, we got another sculpture made. A bronze sculpture. Another rabbit. It's a poor quality one, but you know what? We're proud of you anyways. That's gonna go right here in the workshop. There we go. They're starting to haul the goods over. It's gonna be a disorganized mess for a while, but hey, that's them's the haps, alright? Alrighty. Let's see here. We want to go for next in technology. Technology. Where's my vape? There it is. Okay. Usual wear, work attire. Let's go for the crossbow. Alright, the Romans had crossbows. And so will we. Alright. It's gonna be a lot of this day is our people hauling things back and forth. We're gonna go ahead just for the sake of the people that are you know, working in here, taking stuff around. We'll go ahead and put a passive cooler in there to get it lower than 100 frickin' degrees in here. Yeah, I know I've got it set to Fahrenheit. Sorry, non-American viewers. Though I'm Celsius literate. I'm Celsius literate and I'm metric literate, mostly from the military and also, you know, being married to someone who didn't grow up here in the States. But it's just more natural for me to read things. It's still more natural for me to read things in Fahrenheit. Though I've gotten a lot more comfortable with kilometers per hour. Mostly because, you know, when you're in the military, you're not measuring things in miles, you're measuring things in kilometers. You're measuring things in clicks. Right? When it comes to distance. So, and when talking distance for long-range shooting in the military, you're absolutely measuring it in meters, not yards. Though a lot of people in the civilian sport shooting world and long-range shooting world here in the States will still measure things at yards. I much prefer meters when it comes to precise measurements at long range for shooting. It's just how I was taught in the military, and of course, my dad was military trained too, and he was a big time gun guy. He was the one that got me into long range shooting in the first place and hunting and all that stuff. And he taught me how to measure distance in meters. So, because, well, he learned in the military, he learned in the army. So, you know, multi-generational there. Yards are a pretty shitty form of measurement for most things. And yes, I don't measure things in hamburgers per football field. Haha. Funny American makes jokes about Americans. I've heard them all. Alright. I've heard them all. They don't affect me. Probably because growing up in a, you know, like, fairly insular community of where my grandparents were, most of my grandparents weren't born here. Um, there was a weird dichotomy of it's like we know we're different from a lot of your average Americans, but the older generation very much had that thing of, oh, we've got to blend in America, right? Like, I'm not gonna dox myself here, but uh, I'm named after my grandfather, who his he was specifically given what what my great grandparents well they so there were some name changes in the family, right? People changed their names to quote unquote fit in better in American society. And so my grandfather was one of those people that was given a American sounding name, not by Ellis Island or anything like that, but by his parents to fit in better in America, right? And I don't like the name personally, even though I'm named after him. I share the same name. It's an Anglo-Saxon, a very English name, and I don't have a single bit of English in my family, like at all. So it just doesn't really make sense to me. Especially when the rest of my name is very Swedish. My middle names and last name, of course, are very Swedish in origin. And we can really tell how this whole changing the name to fit in America thing went for my grandfather, because his entire life, all of his friends, co-workers, and everyone, congregation at church, everyone just called him Swede. It wasn't, hey, name. Oh, hey, Swede, how you doing? uh, it's just, it's silliness, right? But alas, that's just the way things go. Sometimes when it comes to immigrant culture, the more you try and blend in, the more you stand out. But on a certain degree, there is of course a certain expectation that you conform at least to a certain degree, right? Uh, Obviously, I think it's silly to expect people to be able to immigrate and assimilate into a country and culture when and yet also tell them that they don't need to learn the language. It's like, wait, hold on a second. Um, I'm all for keeping your culture, and I'm not saying you need to not teach your kids your native tongue. I'm gonna be teaching my children Portuguese, even though hardly anyone in this area speaks it. I mean, there's a few Brazilians around here other than my wife, but you know, it, that's preserving their culture, right? As well. But obviously, English is going to be their primary language because they live in the United States, right? United, my kids are going to be U.S. citizens. Duh, they're born here, right? Born here, their father's a citizen. I don't know. There's certain things that it's like there's no nuance anymore. You're not allowed to have nuanced opinions anymore. You have to completely agree with one side or completely agree with the other, and if if you don't conform to other people's opinions on things, you're insert political or social pejorative here, and I think that's I know this may be the most lukewarm take ever, but I think that's bonkers. That's absolute batshit. Because, like, yeah, there's definitely some. I definitely don't agree with a lot of mainline conservative opinions, particularly involving a certain country that starts with an I, and their rabid support of a country that doesn't give a shit about us. But I can say the same thing about a lot of the people that are like that are absolutely like rabidly pro country that starts with a P. That isn't officially a country. Bro, I don't have a dog in that fight. I'm not. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a big fan of either one, really. Honestly, I could definitely say that I'm less fond of capital I than I am capital P there, but it doesn't mean that like I'm gonna decry my or I'm gonna outcry my massive support for these people. It is not my country. It's not my fight. And if there's anything I think the U.S. should be doing, it's keeping its fucking nose out of other people's business. In both ways, right? I'm tired of you know, getting the shit end of the stick, having to struggle to survive, and then being told that we're not giving enough money to other countries. And it's like, you know how many other not just myself, but other vets I've seen having just a horrible time recently, economically. Some of them are homeless now, you know. Others are having trouble paying the bills and feeding their kids. And we're like, hey, we gotta send another $100 billion to a war in Eastern Europe. And we gotta send another $40 billion to Israel. And I'm just like, why? 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 We are not taking in an Imperial deserter. Hell no. They will mangle us. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there. This is what happens when y'all let me play these, like, comfy-tism games, alright? And reward me with the views. I just go off on tangents while, watching my little ant farm grow and prosper. We need to crank up the meal production, though. Turna, I'm sorry, you don't get to take a break right now. We're running low on meals, and I don't want to waste all this pemmican we just made. So, you need to crank up production there, Chief. Alright, we're just about done with another tech. Crossbow. We could get a compound. If we could get the compound bow, like a modern, fully actuated compound bow. I think that would be a little silly. No. Let's get the thermi bath. All right, we have some geothermal vents around here, don't we? We got one over there. We got one down here, and we got one over here. Really, eventually, I'd kind of like to wall this whole lake in. Alright. Testa's finally fully healed. Does she have any lasting things from it? Not really. One thing. I gotta remember how to assign... like the wardening thing, or like what they're gonna do, right? I gotta remember how to do that. You think? I know that there's a screen for this. No, we're just gonna... There we go. We're just gonna work on re-recruiting her. No force to work, just recruiting. Oh. Some of the yak meat rotted away. Oh no. Good thing we have plenty of rice and another rice crop in coming quite soon, so ain't too worried about that. Alright, our resistance is going down. I think it won't be too long before we've got her re-recruited. Now we got colonists sitting idle, alright, and we ain't about that. We ain't about that, so let's give them some work to do. Orders. Cut plants. We gotta kind of clear out the riverbanks a little bit. Make this place look nice. The aesthetics all cleaned up, alright? That's important stuff. So Magnus, somebody, so a new input ingredient can be chosen. Yeah. So. Oh, somebody already put a stone chunk in there. Alright, cool. Excellent, excellent. Alright, well, at least for now this has cleared up our storage woes, making another warehouse. And as soon as we get electricity, I'll tell you what, we're putting a cooler right in here and freezing this up. That'll make our lives even easier when it comes to keeping food. Now, let's see. How are we doing on steel? We need steel. We need steel. Let's go ahead and get a few mining orders put down. Now we've got room for it, we can kind of hoard resources a little more. Ready to come back to the fold, huh? Yeah, her mood's shit because, well, she's in a prison cell in the dark. Well, you know what, we can give them a light in here. Here, we'll give you a light. We're feeling so generous that we'll give you a light in your prison cell. Alright, if that'll help us recruit you a little bit. Our first components. We can't use them for anything yet, but it's good to start hoarding them. Because boy, are we gonna need a lot eventually. Hoto Coco is passing by. What the hell happened here? Beaver dams. Look at you industrious little bastards. We're gonna leave them alone. They are friends for now. Alright. Well, you're still in a shit mood, but you're in slightly less of a shit mood. They're still bringing down her resistance slowly, so it's not that urgent. Go ahead and harvest that. Alright, they are keeping the herbal medicine in here. That's fine. It takes freaking forever to spoil anyways. Alright, we're getting a few meals put together, so we're not in just absolute, like, meal poverty here. But we're gonna add another 10 to the queue anyways. Now, what do we have here? Alright, our cotton is about 3/4 of the way grown. That'll be a good boost, having a lot of cloth to make clothing from, because our people are all pretty much still wearing tribal wear. So we can get them in some actual clothing. And if/when another trade caravan comes by, we can maybe sell some. Alright, another night goes by. Another night goes by. Everybody, except for Kato, of course. Kato typically working all night like a champ. Hauling us some steel. Or mining us some steel, rather. 38-year-old gatherer named Vice is calling from nearby. He's being chased by imps. And Vice will join. Sure. If he's just getting chased by a single imp. Single imp archer, I think we can handle that. Vice has joined. Now. He's good at plants, he's good at intellectual. He's got an interest in construction, but he's dog water at it. He's, well, you know, not bad. We'll have to convert him, but not bad. You know what? You get Takata's old bed. She'll have to get the first of the next bedrooms once we re-recruit her. Alright, there we go. And it's one guy. Perfectly okay. We'll go ahead and draft. Janice, heal. Come over here. We'll draft. Kato. But she's way over there, and we'll draft. Magnus. Where the hell are you going? Okay, well, he's taking his sweet time, so that's good. That'll give us time to gather our people up. That'll give us time to gather our people up. And we should just be able to, shootsie him to death. Get right up here on, use these boulders for cover. Oh-ho! So you're approaching us. My brother in Christ. Oh, yeah. Come on, annihilate him already. Y'all are way better shots than him. You have cover. He does not have cover. There we go. Hit him at least. Okay, he's supposed to be the super shot. Oh, he is taking cover behind a tree. Fair. Alright, he's pretty well wounded. Okay, Magnus got up to shooting 12, but Kato's up to shooting 17. See if we can take a flank and have Janus throw his pila. Of course. Take his pemmican. Strip him down. How are you doing there, buddy? Yeah, you got cut up decent, so you need to You get treated for that, buddy. Who was it also had decent medical? Vice, how about you? No. Best bet is gonna actually be to have Magnus treat him, I think. Yeah, Magnus has medical 4. Vice, how about you come and haul all that pemmican, actually. Do I not have Magnus assigned to doctor? I do. I do. Well, first we'll just do attend without medicine since he's refusing to go to bed. Alright. There we go. The mining is coming along. It's coming along. The next rice harvest is already upon us. Saturna's working on Takata again to get her, re-recruited. Alright. Yeah, her resistance is still slowly going down. It'll take a while, but we'll get her back. Vice has tattered apparel. What on you is tattered? That sheep wool military jacket. Well, we'll get you some new clothes here soon, buddy. We got that imp and now you work for us. Now you work for us. Excellent. And how long? Probably another 2 days, I would say, until most of the cotton will be ready to harvest. I don't know why they're missing one plant here. Could go ahead and put Vice in this toga. We have randomly sitting here. I don't even remember how we got it. There we go. Now he's not bitching about tattered apparel anymore. Excellent. Problem solved. Problem staying solved. And he gets to look like one of us now. He gets to look like a Romaboo, just like the rest of us. Janice, are you really bleeding right now? Angus, does he need tending again? No. Go ahead and clean up some of that blood, at least. Well, despite his chest plate, he still managed to take a short bow shot to the chest, right into the rib cage. Cracked a rib. I'm gonna assume unlucky more than anything. Then we're gonna order all these plants to be cleared out. From the surrounding of our farm here. That'll give them something to accomplish while we wait. You've detected a logging worksite nearby controlled by Civpill. There's definitely been some trials and tribulations so far. Go ahead and speed through the night. But now we're suffering from success. Alright. Speaking of such, let's go ahead and make a couple spatha. We're gonna make a couple longbows to replace those recurve bows. And we could make a set of centurion armor for Magnus. And then we could give that Legionnaire armor to probably Janus. Since he is kind of our secondary melee boy. Alright. We are gonna make sure we've got more simple meals queued up. And Janus is gonna be good. You know, I don't think he really needs too much more attention medically. Well, you're gonna be a cramped interior. You're a prisoner. You're a prisoner. I don't think you remember that. You betrayed us. We're willing to forgive. Oh no, a solar flare that shuts down all electrical devices. All 0 of them that we have. Let's see how this time turns out. Okay. We're getting that resistance down. Excellent. And the rice harvest is complete. Almost. You're mining right now. Why are you mining right now? You need to haul. And once you're done having to pray, you should probably get to work as well. Mining and hauling, that's what we need right now. Alright. Well, that's going to be a good injection of steel once they haul all that home. And we're going to be upgrading our weapons and armor. Both ranged and melee. It's a good quality steel spatha. Hell yeah. Well, you can go ahead and take a break from mining. This is going to be... Oh, it's actually too big to be a sidearm. Oh. Well, you're going to go ahead and actually take the Gladius to be a sidearm then. Who's got a minor break risk? Vice. Why is that? Okay, apparently he's part of an ideology that doesn't like baseline humans, even though he is a baseline human. That's gonna suck. All right. He doesn't like his bedroom. Talk about it. You got a great. Why is it suddenly awful? Oh, because it's dirty. And I shouldn't have to have somebody else clean your room. You freak. Okay, now it's just dull. That's fine. That's fine. Also, Magnus. I'm gonna draft you real quick to come drop that axe. You don't need it anymore. You've got a steel gladius as your backup weapon. yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna be mass producing clothes for our people as soon as this harvest is done. So probably 1 or 2 more in-game days, tops. It'll probably be about another in-game week, or it'll probably be 5 to 10 more in-game days before we get Takeda back. And then we're gonna work on converting Vice probably in the in-between, because he's gonna be unhappy as long as he still follows his old ideology. Um. Ooh. Ooh, damn, that was my elbow cracking. And as long as he's still following the Legion of Spiritism, he's gonna have a bad time. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to have Saturna work on him. But I bet you he'll convert surprisingly quickly. He's already only at like 70% certainty, wasn't it? Needs. Or social. Yeah, he's already kind of like not the most certain about it, so we can work on that. Oh yeah, please, Kato, please refill my freaking passive cooler in Magnus's bedroom before he wakes up sweating all night, huh? Prioritize refueling that passive cooler. Thank you. We're running low on wood. Good thing we got massive plant cut orders. That'll produce us some wood. We're quickly getting to a point, though, where we need to move further and further away from the base to get more wood, which is why I really want to move most things towards building out of stone and other materials to kind of take the pressure off that, because we use a lot of wood just to like fuel our stove, fuel our smithy, for the passive coolers, torches, etc. You know, that pre-electricity grind. All right, we just constantly need more wood. But anyways, I think that's gonna be a good place to hang it up for this one. Thanks everybody for coming by. Remember to farm that engagement. Game the algorithm a little bit for me. Leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, and thank you all for coming out. Have a good one. Catch you later.